So I'm going to open my V-Ray Caustics scene here, click on the render dialog, and make sure I have the V-Ray Caustics pass here enabled. And before I start doing any examples, let's just Google out Caustics and see how Caustics looks like. So we're gonna go for something like this in this image in order to get a really nice looking caustics from our glass. So you can see how it breaks. We get it in the water, we get it also in diamonds and some metals also. Okay, very cool stuff. If you have any water close to your house, go check it out, how the sun hits and breaks the caustics inside the water. Okay, now back to our scene. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to open my V-Ray light lister, activate V-Ray sun, and click render. As you can see here, nothing being generated, not even caustics. I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna go to V-Ray GI and click on enable caustics. Go to my back to the RGB file, click render. So let's see our caustics pass. We barely can see it, but it's right here. So what we need to do, I'm gonna click cancel, and I'm gonna go back to my light, select my V-Ray sun, right click, properties, and I'm gonna add here to the caustics multiplier, I'm gonna put 80. Click close, and let's hit render. You can see that we're getting much better caustics, but it's all spread around, so let's fix the shape. Let's increase the photons to 200 and click render. So you can see we're getting a little bit better accuracy to this. Now let's see how we can limit this and change the search distance to 1. Let's click render. Now you can see we're getting much better shape, but photons are missing here. So while this V-Ray sun been selected, we can go into the emission radius and set it to 20. Click render. Voila, much better shape here, but it needs a little bit better subdivision quality. So let's go and increase our caustics subdivision to about 4500. Click render, and you can see that it takes a little bit more time to build the caustic photon map first, because there's way more subdivisions. But the shape got really nice and accurate appearance, and looks very natural and realistic. Alright, so this is how you work with direct light. I'm going to cancel this and switch from V-Ray sun to V-Ray dome, and let's select the V-Ray dome, and click render. So we barely see, we don't really see actually anything in here. So I'm going to cancel this. And let's go to dome light, photon target radius, increase this to 13. And we can see that the green is around our cup, so it's in this area. And now let's hit a render, and we start to get a little bit of caustics. So we can limit our radius target of the V-Ray dome in order to get it around our glass. Otherwise it just spreads all around. Now in order to make it stronger, I'm gonna cancel the render and right click on the scene here, select my dome light, and let's increase this caustics multiplier to 80. Let's hit render again, and we can see that the caustic appears much better here, but again we see a little blotchy effect, and we know in order to give that caustic more realistic shape and more smooth shape, we need to increase the subdivisions. So let's go to our light subdivisions here, and of the caustics subdivision, let's put 4500 and click render. Now again, it takes a little bit more time to build caustics photon map because it throws way more subdivisions in it, but after the map being built, we'll be able to see caustics in a much accurate and natural way. Alright, so this works pretty good, and we can see that the shape is a little bit different from the direct light. We get a hot spot when we're using direct light, and with V-Ray dome we're getting much smoother caustics around our glass. This looks much nicer, and I actually like the hot spot that the V-Ray sun was creating. So in order to do that, we need to increase our multiplier, get a little bit stronger appearance to our caustics. And I'm also going to let it render for 2 minutes in order to get much better quality to my caustics shape. Again, we built first caustics photon map, takes some time, and after it's done, the render will kick in and start generating caustic effect from that map. Alright, so we can see pretty nice shape here. Very sharp and accurate. Again, we're missing that little hot spot that I like from direct light, but generally this is how you work with V-Ray dome and V-Ray sun. V-Ray dome, you need to limit in the area of your object where the caustic's been generated. Alright, so with V-Ray sun, you don't have to use that limitation. But you can use the radius emission in order to get that nice hot spot. Okay, so two different methods produce very similar results because it's two different lights. With V-Ray dome light, you will get caustics that are more spread around, less concentrated, but with V-Ray sun or direct light, you will get caustics that are actually penetrating and going through that object in order to create those nice looking cool reflections, okay, those cool caustic shapes.